Hello, Seekers. Welcome back to No Madness Life. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to become a member, links in the description. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Chapstick. Don't forget to live chat. Click the button. You want live chat, not top chat. Yes, LJ, we're still all in shock. You can't figure out how to join members. The link is in the description, Nikki. Thank you. It's in the description. Oh my goodness. So, do you think reality's setting in yet? We're all trauma bonding it. Yeah, we really are. This is like Crackhead Olympics, isn't it? Eek. But a little more dangerous than chasing a guy that's already in Canada, right? I can't get over the way Salah chuckled when she mentioned her mother being concerned. I know. It was a little dark. But we know he's just, I don't know. He's just who he is. Yeah, she's really in Syria. Yeah. She's not driving. She can't drive. He was driving. They're filming, I know. Joyriding and filming. You want to know why? Because their power was out for like 4 hours. So they're in the car just driving around, supposedly going to his family's home that is in an area that they escaped from. And apparently people have kept an eye on the family home, and now he's gonna rebuild it. And Julia was stuck at the apartment with no fan and no air. So there's that. I don't think he really grasped. Oh, I don't know. Yes, it is. It's actually between Damascus and Jordan. So there's that. So could they be going to Jordan to get to an ATM? I don't know, but apparently she's going to film his house. That's why I was waiting, because I'm like, if she edits the video and gets it up, I want to be here with you guys and try to, do both at once, because she only was live for 11 minutes. You know what the eerie feeling I got, like when her live ended because the signal and everything was horrible? I was like, we're definitely documenting this journey in Syria, where many things can go wrong, and I'm pretty sure something is going to go wrong, is the 2 p.m. phone call. I forgot to send a little text. Eek. Anyway, it's going to take forever to upload a video probably. But I was thinking, like, when it just abruptly ended, I was thinking, this is how this could end up being the last we hear from her, right? Nikki, you made it. Welcome to the Willies. Yay. Like, that could just be it. And then we don't hear from her again. Remember, like, when Leticia, we just sat around waiting. Where'd she go? Right? And if it wasn't for the body cam, we wouldn't have known what happened to her. I don't think we're going to get a body cam from Syria. The series finale, right? Just fade to black. That's going to be crazy dreams. Good afternoon for F's sake. Hi, everybody. I know, she's putting Syria in every title now. Yep. Gotta give it to her, man. She wears the crown. She got 19,000 views. 20,000 from Habibi Come to Syria. 20,000. She knows what she's doing. I've always said it. She puts everything on the line for her channel. Yeah, she'll just vanish. It'll just be like, it's what she wants. Yeah. She don't want to sit and roost in Canada. She wants to push herself to the limit, I suppose. I haven't decided if he wanted her there or not. Let's think about it, shall we? He had a pretty comfortable life in Kuwait, you could say. He knew people. He was able to, you know, get jobs if he needed them. Now he's in Syria. They make, what, $11.30 a month? They're 90% poverty. You really think he chose to go there? I don't. Do I think that Foodie is his only means of income? Yes. Do I think that she would keep giving him money without being with him? No. They did ruin each other's lives. So, do I think he really wanted her to come there? No. But do I think it was a condition to money? Yeah. I do. I know I've been waiting to hear what Allah thinks about all this. Yeah. Here's something more concerning. We know she can only keep her mentals in a happy place for a very short, limited time. We know this. And I'm going to tell you right now, if she runs out of her psych med and has no way to get any, let alone her diabetic meds, and has no way to get any because they're short on everything, right? Let alone just the fast food withdrawal. This could get really bad. Yeah, her vices. But she says the only thing that keeps her from being a monster is her psych meds. I'm beginning to believe that, Baked Korean. She really don't care if this is what takes her out. We could even talk about the fact that she's not even had a proper physical before she went. Echocardiogram on her heart. Even if her CPAP breaks, she ain't getting another CPAP. There's no deliveries coming in. There probably don't have any. Her asthma med. Let's just say the heat. The heat will get to her. It could cause a problem with her heart. I mean, people drop from heat with bad hearts all the time. There are so many things that could be listed of why she shouldn't have went there. I don't know. This is wild. That's the only word I have. Yeah, I can't remember. Ciparol, is that what it's called? Grunge? I think it's called Ciparol or something like that. I don't know about that, Oz, but we do not go down that rabbit hole. Not on YouTube. I agree with... She's slowly eating herself there. No, there's not enough food there. More deaths from the heat than the cold. Truth. Yeah. We can talk about heat exhaustion, heat stroke. We can talk about congestive heart failure. We can talk about just the fact that they have no air except in the car and the power goes out. I thought every 5 hours the power went out for an hour, but he's saying, but didn't he say it goes out for 4 or 5 hours? They don't have solar. She admits it in the car. He thought they did, but they don't. Yeah, he said both, didn't he? Like, this is weird. He lied to her. Dehydration and the heat will make her sugar rise too. Yep. And think about her CPAP constantly. We've seen that the not only does the power go out, but it arcs. It goes full power and then it diminishes. We heard it with the fan. It was at like high and then it would drop way down to low. That can't be good for a CPAP. He didn't tell her there was no water till she got there. So I think he does want her there. I think she is his only income. And when she said, if I gotta create a new life in Canada, then I can't help you. So yeah, part of me thinks he didn't want her there, but he needs her. I do. I think that. I don't think she asked past what's the address. Right? But anyway, there are a slew of things that can go wrong without even saying the word Syria. It's the living conditions and her inability to get essential medical supplies. She's not there as a healthy human being. And I think that this is what we should focus on, is her being able to handle all these hurdles. I mean, it was 96 degrees there today. Yeah, they admitted they left the cat in the apartment. They didn't put Julia in a carrier and bring her in the air-conditioned car. That's wild to me, with no electricity. I would never do that with Mr. Tiggs. Never. Yeah, dehydration, frightening. Especially if you may have any heart issues. I have no idea if they can even keep food in a refrigerator. That's crazy. So you guys want to watch the live stream? Let me cue it up. Shmee, yeah. Oh my god. Sepsis, lymphedema. Listen, the list is as long as my arm on what can happen to her, and I think that's going to be the problem. That's going to be the problem. Somebody was mentioning Cowboy Dog was, I think it was it was Milk Tea. Milk Tea was talking about how she thinks that their end goal is Malaysia. She thinks that that's their end goal. They're trying to live together so the money keeps depositing in Foodie's account. So they can both get out of there and go to Malaysia. She's definitely making decent money throwaway with this arc. I think she's going to have heart issues, and I don't think this is the place you want to have heart issues. Yeah, I was watching Milk Tea because I was kind of waiting to see what she researched. That is the possibility, and not only that, they have to carry all their cash on them at all times. So I would assume with all the robberies that if you're carrying around a backpack it would kind of be a target. Like, you would have to get smart about your money. Yeah, and her sweating all the time, she will dehydrate easy. Oh my God. You guys, that's what we're going to concentrate on, is how it looks like her health is doing. Because in the first live stream, which is all we've gotten since this live stream, I don't know about a lot of things with Salah. That's why I'm not paying attention to him really, except for he's just a part. He's not showing his face at all on her channel. So there's that. We're going to keep an eye on how she's looking, because the last live stream, she wasn't looking that good. Yeah, and I think she's going to have more bathroom issues with the food she's eating. Her gut's not used to the microbes or possible bacteria. So it's just going to be a lot of stuff. I'm not going to talk about the actual political part of Syria. I know you want to, but I'm not going to on my channel. Because it's just unstable. Everything's unstable there, and I just don't want to. So please don't. She can't use a bidet with no water. Yeah. How long do you guys think she'll last? She's supposed to technically only be there for 2 weeks, but the fact that there is no one to report anything, she could literally probably just stay. You think a month? You think until next pay? I think she's broke now. Remember a little bit of investment in Canada, the rental car. She may not have paid for the apartment. She may have, but we've seen all the food. She was doing edibles. She just bought a round trip ticket to Syria. I think she's broke. The last bit of money she may have had, she wired to him. And next pay's gonna really suck because she was absent for 2 weeks. I just don't know how they're gonna be able to pull this off. It would have to be August pay. Do you think the cat can get sick with the heat? Well, did you know that they're not using litter in the litter box? They're using sand. So talk about sand fleas. Oh, God. Sand. They say she likes it better. No, just admit it. There is no litter. You think 7 to 9 days. Okay. Hi, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. And it's free. How long mentally can she deal with this once the honeymoon is over? About being there with him. If they didn't leave a bunch of water. I don't know. She said flights get canceled regularly if she wants to leave. I think she's going to struggle when she has to leave in 12 days. Oh my God. Like, you guys don't understand. This season just started. And it started with a ping, pang, pow, poo, boom. I think she's already getting dizzy. I think that's why they're in the car driving around with the air on. She is going to make his life a living hell. Holy shit. I would have took my cat with me. Me too. Just put her in the carrier and put her in the back seat. She's officially in Lebanon per passport if something happens. Right. Well, no, they'll still stamp it. They still stamped it, Syria. If she went through a checkpoint. If she didn't, then yeah, it just shows Lebanon. If she did get her passport stamped Syria, listen to me. She may have closed a lot of doors to a lot of countries having that stamp in her passport. This is why they look through passports to see where you've been. It may even cause problems going back home to Canada. Yeah, this is nuts. Well, Canada, I don't know, but they would be keeping an eye on her, I think. It sounded like she didn't go through a checkpoint, but I don't know. Well, I watched a video where they are coming in through Lebanon over the border because there's no fee. There's no fee to enter, where it's like, it can be $300 when you come in and land at the airport. Where if you go into Lebanon and you drive over, there are people at the border. They do stamp and look through your passport, but they're in plain clothes because all the police, all the border patrol, and all the government have been fired. They're in transition. So it's like, I call it the purge. It's a free-for-all. There's nobody to call and report to. There's nobody to answer. There's nowhere to call if there's a crime. So it's lawless. So it leaves the bad guys just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, martial law would mean the government took over. There is no government. It's in transition. Canada had no idea she was going there. That's what I'm thinking. She's in no shape to defend herself. Oh, yeah, no. No. There could be lots of problems. Like, even if they get robbed of their backpack with all their money in it, or whatever they're carrying it in, but you carry it on you. It is crazy. Chantal thinks lawless means free. She's free. Well, you kind of are, but not from the criminals. So she has to survive a month? I don't think anybody's going to bail her out of this one. Yeah. I think Salah bought a cheap car. I think he saved money from Kuwait because I think they wanted to move to Malaysia together, but then all the kitten stuff happened and they both fled, right? And then she went back. He went to Syria and she joined him. And I think their goal is she wants to vlog as much as she can that will get a lot of views. And this will do it. I mean, we are all locked in, right? We're just... But can she survive it physically? And how long would they have to wait? Would it be the end of August and then they could leave? Are you sure about the 14 days in Syria, even if she was smuggled in? That's just what it says. If you come in, you have to register. And it's 2 weeks. You can be there for 15 days. She's got like 12 left, or 13. She can barely go up a flight of stairs. How can she go to Malaysia? Listen, I would like how is she going to survive in Syria? With the weather, no air conditioning, her health issues. She thinks she's safe because she's Canadian. That don't even matter over there. If she has a legal civil marriage, there is no government. There's no government. Well, and that's the thing. Neighbors, like if they see her 400 pounds, or they catch wind of her, they can snitch her out to, I don't want to say the word, but to people who will have a problem with her being there. That's my point. There is no authorities to contact. It will be people, they'll be snitching. Pab's mom, thank you for being a member of the Willies for 7 months. You're getting me caught up. You're welcome. Oh my gosh, a super chat. Thank you, Toki. If smuggled, would they know? I don't know. See, that's where we are just like, I don't know if she went through a checkpoint. I would assume you'd have to. Like, they're all, I don't know. Kathy with a kicking K, thank you for the super sticker. It's adorable. Well, and that's the thing. The size of her, they could start a rumor that she's hoarding food. They could look at her and say she's wealthy. They could rob. I mean, people are coming to their door asking for food and water of where they're staying. She hears people warn her that she's a target and doesn't understand what that means. They don't mean jealous, Foodie, or haters, Foodie. I don't even know how functional the hospitals are and how short they are on like proper medications and things that are needed to function. I don't know. She's living in a horror movie. Her favorite movie. She's living in it. I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking that, yeah. I'm waiting. All right, we're going to watch this live stream because I'm curious to when we start seeing the reality hit her. And I kind of feel it a little bit in this live. We're really going to go over it. And we're going to document this journey because I just feel like, you know, we waited out 2.5 years in Kuwait. And I kind of feel like this is going to be less than a month. That something's going to occur. And if she wants the views, we're going to give them to her, right? Right. Who are we to argue? You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, her health does not look well. No. If it said if you have to travel, insurance for medical care. Okay, well, we're talking about Syria, and none of these apply right now. They are short on everything. They're not getting water, food, all the things they need over there right now, let alone medications and deliveries. So that may have been true at one point, but we got to remember there's going to be a lot of propaganda to get people to come back to Syria. The population of like 6 million left, and they've been doing this for a while. They even wanted Kuwait to return their citizens, but Kuwait did not. Turkey did, but Kuwait did not. And that happened like 3 years ago. So I'm just saying, whatever you read and see is not going to be factual. We're going to have to watch it through Foodie, because this will be factual. Not what he's telling her, but what we see. There's a lot of lying going on. Even the vloggers over there, they're not even uploading until they get back home on what they filmed. Foodie's literally filming in real time, which could be a problem. But, you know, you can't tell her anything, you guys. She's got to make her bank. All right, let's roll. Wait for her to show up. Now, just so you're aware, it's going to be really shitty. It's going to be spotty. She never shows up on camera. She never films him. It looks like they're in that's a Hyundai. He must have bought an older Hyundai. You can kind of tell it's older. And I don't know what's missing here, but this is definitely a junker. I guess you can be grateful it has air. Oh my God, this is nuts.
Can we stand?
It's gonna be wobbling.
Not bad.
It's got a turret on the back.
Look at the mountains on the right.
Yeah.
Oh yes, just great landscape.
Hey, Mila.
Now, I'm not reading the chat right now because I'm trying to, actually, I'm sitting all the way forward looking at this landscaping.
Berkshire. Veronica Yella. Are we in Mexico? Rosie?
Hola amigos.
Yeah. We're in Mexico, Middle East. Mikine, Fernanda. Emmy, Nicole.
I know, but like I hear what you're saying because I've heard other people say that he moved there to use her YouTube money to fix his house up. And I'm like, he wanted to get to the Western world. Like, he never had this desire to move to Syria, right? So I'm so confused. Like, I feel like he might use, like, let's say he could convince her that this is a family home, right? And he's going to show her how bad it is and how he wants to fix it up. And like he's, how do I put it? Like, like a setup, like if she were to leave and go back to Canada, she would keep sending money because she would see it for herself. Do you see what I'm saying? Trying to sell the story, right? Like, I just feel weird about this. Like, he needs to keep, he knows she's not going to last there. He knows it. He has to know it. He has to know it. She's not going to last in the heat. There is no fast food. And he's almost trying to put the cart in front of the horse for her to feel bad, even if she went back to Canada, to keep sending him money to fix this house up. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the whole thing is just, like, why on the second day are we going to drive there and look at it and he's going to have her film it? Yeah, for our family. This is our families. We need this. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm cynical, but let's go. Yalla.
That spicy Syrian princess. Red room dollies. Real talk. Hello. Hey, Italian. Lamb.
Maybe if it's even to make Shmee feel better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all this is for show.
Carla. Hola, amigo. Alicia. He's driving fast.
Because there is no way for him to make money in this country that he's sitting in. There is no way, and I just don't believe he can just get out of there and go back to Kuwait.
It might seem that way, but yeah, he is. Bunny. Driving very pretty.
Yeah, he's been very quiet, Foodie, purposely. People are asking what's wrong with him. Why is he being so quiet? It's really weird. Like, he's purposely not trying to be a part of any of her videos. Just a little quiet voice to the side here and there.
Yeah. Jesus, Ida. Yeah. Inside the town and that, there was a lot of, like I said, a lot of olive trees. I don't know, there's what kind
And
of...
she is completely aloof. She is completely aloof, like she's on vacation. She's just vlogging her vacation. I mean, he must have been telling her stuff that everything's fine there now, because she would be freaking out, would she not? If she is fool enough to pay him, she deserves everything she gets. He will make money. Oh my God, I just can't. Let's not, yeah, no.
trees these are, but... Hey, Mike. I seem happy. Alhamdulillah. There aren't any lights
I don't think there's good shocks on this car, by the way.
on the road. Yeah, that's true. You just kind of have to imagine them. Yes, TM, I did.
You're waiting for the unplugged version of Crazy Frog. I don't think he has that same energy anymore. I really don't.
Adi.
There's lights there.
Oh, there's a few lines. Hey, Lan. I just thought I would do like a quick live. It's not going to be too long because, you know, just wanted to show you guys. We're just heading out somewhere. Coming to PA, Paul. Well, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I'm halfway across the world, but I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, he definitely is refusing to be on camera. After she flew all the way across the world again to be with him, and he is making sure he is not on camera.
We're just enjoying the AC of the car. Hey, sweet love.
Do you hear him? Yeah. Like that? Right, sweet love? Yeah. Like, pay attention to all of it.
Yeah, I use my CPAP. Check out PBS Frontline. Am I in it? Fugitive on the loose.
I mean, these are truthfully her friends on the internet, and she thinks she's impressing them. I mean, like I said, I mean, I always thought that, wouldn't it be great to just live ignorance is bliss? What a blissful life. But then it could end you up here, being this ignorant to everything around you. I mean, picture yourself sitting in the passenger seat of this car at 400 pounds out in Syria. Do you think he regrets trying to? I think he's got himself into a position now where he doesn't get a choice. He needs her. There ain't a job there he could get that would bring in the income that she can. And a part of me thinks he blames her. And possibly this getting all her money is a revenge game. I don't even know. We're just making shit up. We're making the story more exciting than a drive down the road, right?
I don't have.
Look at the brown sand here. It's very good for farms.
Oh, yeah. It's rich in nutrients.
You have to get it.
How do you know that? You don't even live. You haven't lived there, dude. You've been there for 2 weeks. What are you talking? Or a month? He's been there a month now. He's saying all this sand is good for growing things. I don't. All I see is 3, 4 trees.
Vegetables, fruits, easy.
Yeah. There's a ton of fruit stands and vegetable stands. Hey, you lover, are you living in a city? Yes, but we're heading somewhere else right now. So we're heading somewhere else.
It's suitable for the agriculture.
Yeah, this area, yeah. There's a lot of farm areas, and then there's the city like Damascus.
I feel like this is a very small Hyundai. It's definitely old, but it's a very small Hyundai because she's sitting so close to the windshield. You know what I'm saying?
New cars just arrived to Syria here.
Ah.
Oh my God, look at this truck in the middle of the road because there's a bicyclist. He's not even slowing down, he's just honking.
You gotta like move over, buddy. Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
You saw.
You know what, Foodie? Your level of trust is just it's unmatchable.
Bionic man. Watch for fears, meet your baby. Keep us guessing. Yeah, no, we're just heading to a different part of. We're driving around Syria, like the country area, and just thought I'd go live chat with you guys for a bit. I don't know. I'm gonna be filming some things for another vlog.
That's gonna be the house. That's what she's gonna be filming.
Was a little close. Yeah, we live on the edge here, so.
Foodie, skydiving, living on the edge. Cliff diving, living on the edge. Moving to Syria. Batshit.
Ida saw a clickbait title. No, not clickbait. I'm really in Syria. Not yet, man. It's being prepared.
Well, remember, he played GTA. That's how he's driving.
Hey, I know. So, yeah. It is the same time as it would be in Kuwait, 5 p.m. Are you gonna get water? Well, I'm pretty thirsty, but
She didn't bring a water. She's really thirsty. It's hot as Hades out. 96 degrees. Ooh. This is what I'm talking about, you guys.
I put French accent when I talk Arabic.
Like the amount that she sweats, she has to have at least 2 bottles of water on her at all times. We're going to pay attention to the health.
Is this the sherry? This is the Syrian sherry.
Yeah, it's supposed to get like really hot. Isn't it August? Like in 3 weeks, it starts to get really hot. Something like that.
There might be checkpoints up ahead. We did just pass somebody with like a bunch of guns. Hey, Tanya.
I think that the water that she was drinking out of the day before on her yesterday on her live stream, I think that's a water she had gotten from the airport. Because he was talking about how they drink out of the tap there. I don't think there's bottles of water.
Red room.
There will be no cases. Okay, so apparently this sign is headed to Jordan. Look, English, Jordan. Headed towards Jordan. Now, remember she made a joke about if I wanted money out of my account, I'd probably have to go to Jordan. But apparently, he's got a family house this way that needs some repairs.
Are they really YouTube lover? Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Don't know what to say.
They could even be going to Jordan. Can he cross the border? That's the question of the day. I'm wondering if he can because he's on the border. I don't know. He'd need a visa. He told her Jordan is where shoes grow. What? Shoes? Yeah, that's the other thing I noticed. She's kind of slurring, which means her blood sugars are a little out of whack, right? Oh my God.
Say, I mean, hey Melanie. Yeah, I used my CPAP. We didn't run out of power until about noon, and then, you know, nobody has power right now.
Okay, so it was 5 o'clock her time when she did this. So it would already be, or 4 or 5 o'clock. I think it's 5 o'clock. That's 5 hours, no power. So they're riding around in the air conditioning while Julia is back at the apartment with no air, no electricity, no fan.
Right now, it seems like maybe if you have solar, but
Because somebody asked her, where's Julia?
we thought we had solar, but
See, they don't have solar. Keep that in mind. He told her they had solar. It was on the roof. They don't.
the place we're staying, but it's not. It's another source. But we're not going to, you know, invest in solar in a place we're not going to be staying at long term. So we just have to deal with the situation right now.
Foodie, quit acting like this is an adventure. This is called Naked and Afraid. It is called Naked and Afraid, Foodie. Oh my God. They're going to be fighting by tomorrow. If she doesn't get her demands met, which is simple as staying hydrated, staying cool, she is going to become a medical problem for her. She's going to become a medical problem for him. And the fighting is going to start. Oh my God, you guys, this is... And then it's going to... As fast as this video ended, so will us possibly seeing her again.
As it is, you know? I don't, yeah. I'm a celebrity? Well, I don't know about that.
If this is how you reach celebrity status, I would never want it. Ever. Never. This is like the Hunger Games. This is like the Black Mirror.
Aircon, there's like aircon. It's like so nice. Like you guys, like, thanks, Keeper of the Homestead. Being hot makes you so tired.
See, here's another thing. She's slurring. She's really tired. And the heat's getting to her. It's going to make her sick. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Mike. Well, a lot of people probably would.
Like, what if that car breaks down, overheats? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Everything, there is nothing there to save her from any issue she has. Stroking out, heart attack, congestive heart failure, lymphedema, sepsis, the list goes on and on, diabetic coma, la 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 la, la la la.
Wouldn't. Hey Lily, not staying long term. You scare your passport will be flagged. What? Flagged for what? Saber, no power for 5 hours. Does the solar? Yeah, we don't have solar right now at this one place we're staying, so there's regular power outages here because
Every day, all day, Foodie. Every day, all day.
like I said, the infrastructure is weak after many years of war.
50 years of war. And recently, just 2 weeks ago, and in 2023, Foodie, it never ends there, Foodie. The infrastructure will never, it would take decades.
So they have to rebuild, and
It would take decades. They have no money, no resources.
you know. Anyway, whenever there's no electric during the day for a few hours, we'll just need to go out because
That makes tap water unsafe. You have to boil it. Oh my God. If they have an issue with the power outage longer than 2 hours where I live, they put out a boil water alert. Oh my God.
I want to make content anyways, and
You flew to Syria to make content. This is what I'm talking about when I say ignorance is bliss, folks.
There's AC in the car.
So why doesn't Julia get to be in the car in a carrier enjoying the AC? Because she is wearing a very thick fur coat. A very thick fur coat. How come she couldn't be in the back seat? This is what's
Crabby.
She's getting crabby. She said he's crabby or she's crabby. Hold on. We only got the end of that sentence. They're already getting crabby.
Crabby.
Somebody's crabby. Do you think it's her or him? Oh, they're going to be fighting. You don't think she's as ignorant as she acts? Oh, I definitely think she is. I think she's had no life training. She has this at 41 years old, besides Kuwait. She just is absolutely clueless to the world. She's an inside kid. Always has been. You think it's him getting crabby? I think so too.
Ampere battery?
Yes.
Ah. Yeah, some kind of battery. Granny. Lovisa, hello. We're going fast. RCP. Speed limits. No idea. I don't see a sign.
110.
110? Oh.
She's trying to make it fun. He's crabby. He's sick of her shit. He's always been sick of her shit, though. I think he despises her for what has happened to his life. So there's that.
Hey, Brenda. Thank you, Keeper. I mean, you know, happy to be alive.
Happy to be alive. Lucky. You should have said lucky.
No, that's not near us, Pondu. Hey, Cleo. Am I gonna prepare a meal? Well, don't know. Maybe whenever we get to his house.
See? Whenever we get to his house. They said, are you going to prepare a meal? I don't know. Maybe whenever we get to his house. What does that mean? They're in an apartment by Damascus. They're headed to his house. See, we gotta figure this shit out. Does he have family there that they don't want her living with them? Like, do you think he has family left behind? Not his immediate family, but family that was that stayed in Syria. They couldn't get out or something, and they're living in the house. And Salah just got that apartment before she showed up.
I'm a brave woman. Yeah, it's more of a dry heat, exactly. Like Middle Eastern heat is more dry. Thanks, Mike. Yes, or maybe the olive trees have their leaves. The olive trees, like little pine. They look like this short. I don't know. They're really pretty.
Foodie, I can't believe you landed in Syria. There's no fast food. There's no air conditioning. You don't even have solar, because there's that. And all you've talked about is these damn olive trees. Like, for real, dude. This is it?
Hey, Larry. No, we're going to Salah's house right now.
See? We're going to Salah's house right now. We're going to Salah's house right now.
It's not ready. Go that good? Yeah. Yeah, the cell...
She's gonna film it and put it up as content. And she's gonna get the views, trust and believe. And we're gonna react to it, trust and believe.
You know, cell service is not the best, but... Yeah, Laura, it's our new Syrian Sherry. Hello, Miasmers. No,
I think it's his family's home. I think it's his family's home. And you can get family members to keep an eye on your home, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's a different situation than the West. I've heard a lot of stories about people escaping, and they've had people keep an eye on their home, even for years.
Crazy frog yet.
Yeah, she said it was so beautiful here. Yeah. You could watch your dog run away for 3 days, Foodie. There's nothing.
You guys miss it. You mean our house? Our house in
Foodie, you don't live there.
the middle of the East.
He doesn't laugh anymore. I swear, I think he blames her for the situation he's in. And I don't know. Or they've been fighting because she's been the usual toddler she is. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm this. I'm that. He ain't saying a word. He ain't giggling at nothing.
Funny. I'm just joking.
He's definitely pissed.
Our car's cheap. Not really.
RM. You can push her out of the car, nobody would bat an eye. I don't even think they'd break. I mean, they're in Syria.
Oh. Yeah. I know, I keep
this is the beginning of a scary movie. He thinks that to get him to fall in love with her is her acting like an idiot, like Dumb and Dumber. But I think he played along for the money, but I really don't think he finds it cute. If you get me, you get me. I think he played along for a while, and then it got real old. Yeah, definitely he's grown tired of it.
Hello guys, welcome on.
Yes. It's really blurry. Sorry, guys. Might have to just, that's why, like, you know, Juice is at home.
See? The cat's at home with no power.
I don't know yet, Nubby. What kind of car? You can
You're idiots. It's a Hyundai. Can't they see the Hyundai? The H? The weird H? What is wrong with those people? Her chat is weird.
see the, I don't know if I should say, but you can see the thing. But here later is my computer the problem. No, my reception is. Well, you must love your man so much. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
He's not saying anything. I love my man so much. I flew to Syria for him. Look at my love for you. You need to love me back. Look what I did for you. Oh my God. This ain't Canada, Foodie.
A lot, obviously.
Did you see that? Did you guys see that? She never came back. 11 minutes, fade to black, she never came back. That's exactly how I picture the end of this season. Which freaks me the fuck out. She's got very nervous laughter. She said he was crabby. Right? The end. We'll be sitting here like this for days. She never even went back live when they got home. She gets 60 gigabytes a day. A 2-hour movie is like 2 to 4 gigabytes. That's plenty of data. I'm going to suspect too. Who said that? I would suspect you have to be RM. That's what I said. So every time something like that happens, we're going to be sitting here going, she didn't do a community post. Hey guys, sorry, lost in Wi-Fi. We got nothing. I'm going to check that. This whole thing is going to take a dark turn. Nothing. We got nothing. I thought he said 8. 8 what? Yeah, not worried. No, we're not worried. He was in a foul mood. I know, that's exactly what I was saying, Boo Squeezy. This is how I picture the end of the Syria arc. Just fade to black, no credits will roll, and we will sit here like this. Refresh. Refresh. Oh, 8 gigs? No. He said 1,800 a month. So she has 60 a day. That's what he said. Because I did all the math in my head. And that's a lot. Unless he lied to her. Because he's lied to her about everything else. Smee will be getting a nice big box for the mantle. Not a box, a bag. Remember? Just like Julia. He also told her they had solar. They don't. There's no bottled water. He said they drink out of the tap there. He tried to take her out. Like, what kind of bacteria is in the water when you got the electricity going out for hours on end every day, which makes it sedentary? The cat litter. That's sand, he said. They're using sand. He told her they drink out of the tap. Shmi would never get... No. Yeah, she's gonna keep that bottle till the plastic deteriorates. Truth. She's gonna keep filling it. But with what? I don't understand why there is people acting like he's innocent in this and it was all her. He's a part of it. Of course. But when Foodie does something wrong and she's angry, right? Who does she blame? Does she blame herself? No. No. She literally said to him, I flew all the way here. That's how much I love my family. She looked at him like, now you got to prove to me you love me. And he's got no plans on that. This will all be our fault. You're right. This is nuts, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, and if she can't be walking around with a water bottle either, she'll look privileged. And then they could get robbed. She was drinking a regular Pepsi. They don't even have diet soda there. She's a bloodsucker. She's a bloodsucker on friends, men, family, internet. You think she's going to change that and be humbled? Something might humble her over there. I don't know God's plan. I just know I wouldn't be testing that kind of fate. It's like going into one of them those sweat tents, right? Those places where you sweat yourself in this like sauna tent until you're like there's nothing left of you. That's what's happening. Her health is horrible. That's Sweat Lodge. Thank you. That's what I'm keeping my eyes on. I'm keeping my eyes on her health. Would she be able to get out of there? Yeah, why would he tell her where he was if he didn't want her to show up? He relies on her because there are no jobs there. There's no money he can make. They do have alcohol, but I heard it's like regulated or something. Heat stroke would be bad for her. Her face will be on the side of a milk carton. I don't think so. They'll be like, who? We never saw her. He needs her YouTube money 100,000%. This whole situation is bad. I'd be drunk every day too, and I'm allergic to alcohol. I mean, there's times watching this, we should all be drunk. But we got to hold it together. We have investigative work to do when it comes to, is her health declining? Is she going to be able to get out of there? What's the vibe? Why does she look so bad? I mean, she looks terrible as of yesterday's live stream. Today, she didn't even go on camera. Wow. She said he told her not to come. Yeah, but that can be something she was told to say. Because I believe if he wouldn't have told her even where he was, she wouldn't have been able to come. I don't know why she's not camming up. She loves to look at herself in the camera. That's another one. We got to write this shit down. Are we going to need a whiteboard? Do I got to go to the damn Dollar General and get a whiteboard? Where's Julia? She was in the apartment with no fan and no electricity while they were in the car with air conditioning. I don't know why they didn't put her in the crate and take her with them. Maybe he said no. And that's my other thing. Did he use Julia to lure her to him? So all you out there saying he didn't want her there are crazy. He would have ghosted her. He would have never answered her calls. He would have blocked her. He would have never spoke to her again. And there had been nothing she could have done about it. But he took Julia. He sent her pictures. He told her where he was. Payday came. Next thing you know, she's over there. This is some crazy ass shit. But hell yeah, he needs money. A whiteboard or a cork board. You mean like I take snapshots of the digression of her health and we start putting them up day 1, day 2. She ain't even putting her face on camera now. You know she's gonna indulge in the alcohol. Let's look. I gotta look up the alcohol real quick. I gotta see how readily available it is. Oh. Yes, alcohol is legal in Damascus, despite Syria's constitution using Islamic jurisprudence as a primary source of law. The government has maintained alcohol's legality, available and affordable. This is unlike some other Muslim-majority countries where alcohol consumption may be restricted or prohibited. While alcohol is legal, certain restrictions exist. For example, a 1952 law stipulates that bars must be located more than 100 meters from a school or a religious site. They have bars there. What? Okay, so as of March 31st, they shut 60 bars down under the new regime. They've been unlicensed. Owners would pay a fine. So you can't go to the bar, but I guess you can buy it. Oh God, Hurley, that would be crazy. But like I said, I already have that sinking feeling where that's concerned. We're just not going to address it because it can cause problems, please. Like, I get what you're all thinking, and it is a high possibility. I am only going to concentrate on Foodie and her vlogging. You guys get me? I'm saying this every live stream. They got a pizza place there in Damascus. All right. I wonder if it's like, is everything halal? Or, I mean, it's wild. Thank you guys. Yeah, stay on topic. Yeah. No, that's not who's in charge right now. That's not who's in charge right now, Raccoon Man. If she drinks, her health is rapidly... Oh, and she'll get really dehydrated. I think she was bugging him. She's thirsty. He won't stop. There's nothing to drink, nothing. The food, she's not getting her food consumption. She's slurring her words. She's diabetic. Like, this is going to be a problem. This is not a good situation. Every day that goes by, she is going to go through it. Hold on. Chew. Freaking allergies. What I'm saying is, she went through the wear and tear of the travel. She has been in conditions where she can't even recoup. This is going to be crazy. Thank you for blessing me. Love you. Her toes fucked. He's got to drive her around and burn up gas to keep her cooled down. She's going to become a problem for him. This is going to be crazy. Yeah, her needs and wants alone are not available. And she doesn't understand. And he's getting pissed off. She has been hounding him. He's crabby. This is so bad. Is it $14 a gallon? I gotta look. Hold on. Everybody, settle down a minute. How much is gas in Damascus? No, we want Damascus, Syria. Today. How much is gas? What? It's 11,440 Syrian pounds. It's under $1. Why'd she lie? He lied. He's pocketing the money. Oh, fuck. It's 83 cents a liter. $1 is 13,000 Syrian pounds. And it's under 12,000. She said it was as expensive as Canada. Oh my God. Do you think that's, I don't know, CJ. I am as in the dark as you are. Speaker. Oh, 4 liters to a gallon. You're right. So it is. You're right. It's like $4 a gallon. I was thinking it was per gallon, but it's per liter. Whoa. Hold on. I want to look at something else. So, and it's 11 cents per liter in Kuwait. Now that makes sense. I jumped the gun. I kept thinking gallon. I'm not used to liters. So it's 11 cents per liter in Kuwait. So it's 8 times the cost. Oh my God. And they're driving around wasting gas to keep her cooled off. Salah's got his mind on his money and his money on his mind. He's got a lot on his mind. I don't even know how much prescription. She got like 2 months, a month, 3 months worth of prescription of her important meds. But if she runs out of any of them and can't leave Syria, I mean, it could be the final curtain. Yeah, and you're right. The cost of things there change. They can change hourly. She got 3 months of metformin only. What about her Cipralax? Is that what it's called? The one she takes so she don't lose her shit? Like, literally, she's told us that if she don't take that, she a one-man band. She'll probably sleep in that car. Oh, that would be bad. She thinks it's funny. I know. What if he has friends or relatives? We ain't talking about that. If you guys don't stop, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to start removing the messages. I'm not going to get in this trap of the dark shit. I've asked nicely. Now, I'm just going to have my mods start removing that stuff. Thank you, Tizzy. Like, for real, I can't. You don't understand. They can say that stuff on Twitter all day. Let's hope the AC don't give out. That car's old. There's like a hole in the dash. Yeah, like, she's giggling and trying to turn this into, like, entertainment. And, like, she is somewhere where just the heat alone is going to play havoc on her heart. Yeah, it just fizzled out. Yeah, the diabetes is going to be rough on her out there in that heat and no air conditioning. This is wild. Yeah, her idea of entertainment is not even... It's like she's clueless. It's like she's clueless. I mean, you can't take your eyes off it. This is like when she was with He Who Shall Not Be Named, which she was completely sort of safe, except for the rug use. We were afraid that was going to be, the final countdown, because she was so reckless, and they were in Canada. Like, we waited for every live just for the insanity, and now, like, this is straight up, whatever's going to happen is going to happen quickly. And we're just trying to keep on this, like, assessment of, she didn't even put the camera on her face today. That is not Foodie. Every chance she can look at herself on her own channel, she is up close and personal. Not once did she turn that camera around. And yeah, like, this is scary. Pin what? What were you saying, Jamie? Pin what at the top of the chat? Leong said, because if I understand correctly, there's no... Yes, there's none. There's no... all the police were fired and all the government, like, that were in control. And it's in a transition. And so it's just willy-nilly. Teardrops is absolute batshit. She's batshit. She kind of thinks this is a game, Allison. Like, there's no place in the world that she couldn't go. Well, this may humble her if she gets back to Canada. She's going to have her own sort of set of problems when she does get back to Canada because of the stamp, if she got it stamped in her passport. Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah, if. Right, land designer. If. This gives me, like, real life anxiety. But she's there. There is absolutely nothing if we would have even known she was thinking about it, I'm pretty sure we could have all collectively gave her enough information to make not TikTok videos of vloggers that do it for a reason. Right? They don't live there. They do it for a reason. TikTok is the biggest social media app with the most misinformation, made up bullshit, and their whole goal is to get you to feel some sort of way so they become famous. That's it. That's what they're all about. We would have gave her, I mean, I'm pretty sure she would have got emails like crazy with informed information, not TikTok videos. Plus, she was only looking for the good. She wasn't looking for the reality, right? Vacation in Damascus. Like, if she wouldn't have listened. I know. But that would have been our only chance of, like, if you do this, we're going to react to it, bet. But once you get there, nobody can help you. The end. And that's where we're at. She's seeing it today in reality. I think you're right. Foodie has short-term, oh my God, this is the happiest place on earth. I'm so glad I'm here. And then the next day, she could hate something. Thanks for the memberships, Crime. Thank you. Thank you so much. What was it? Thank you, Crimes Against Cookies. Thank you. And welcome new members. Love you. And that's a fact. Like, she's on her own. And even if he disappears, she's on her own. If he gets, I don't even know. She's on her own. Yeah, that's my point. Like, she gets excited about things and tries to get you all to agree how exciting this is. Like, she did that with Kuwait. She did that when she went back to Canada and got the apartment. You know, oh my God, I'm so glad to be back here in Canada. Like, even before she left Kuwait, I gotta get out of here. I can't even say what I want to say. I gotta get out of this country, right? She did all that. Then she went to Canada. She went live and she was like, oh my God, it's the greatest place on earth. I'm so glad to be back. And then within a week, I can't live here. I can't do this. Dude, you are possibly, allegedly, bipolar AF. You think that everything other than what you're doing in this moment is going to make you happier. This all ignited when he who shall not be named didn't want to be with you. That's when all of this went nutty as fuck. She's chasing dragons. And all logic goes out the window. Everything is, I just want to feel better. I just want to feel better. Honey, this ain't that. Could you please go home while you can? That was her trauma break moment. Yep. I seen it. She was sitting in the chair. I can remember the moment. And her chat was having a good time. She was sitting in the villa, right? She was seeing the married man who was filling her head with all kinds of stuff, right? That he was in love with her, da 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 da. And the chat was going after, you're with a married man. She was having this battle in her brain when all she was trying to do was make he who shall not be jealous, he who shall not be named jealous. And she was, this guy was like saying all this stuff to her. He who shall not be named was with another woman. The chat was in her head. I seen the moment. So she was sitting there. She was sitting at her desk, right? She had on, she had taken off one of the crochet hats. The one I think that looked like a ice cream sundae, right? She had on like a tan tank top. I won't forget that because when there's pivotal moments, I'm like a photographic memory. And she was sitting there and it got to be too much. All the noise got to be too much. And she just, like you just seen it, the whole change in her face. And she said, you guys don't understand. You don't understand. I'm losing my mind. And right there is when all of this took a turn. That's when the married man sent his nephew, who I think is Scatbot, to her DMs. That's what I think, Leon. Yeah. And she has been like this ever since. So then she got to Kuwait, right? And everything, oh, blah, 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 blah. Da, da. Then he started leaving her alone. He started locking her in to the apartment. Then she started, when she got to the last place they lived, that's when the eating started. Gluttonous. Binge, you name it, whatever you call it, all of it started. Thank you, Crimes. Thank you for the super chat. I wonder if the lack of social interaction in Kuwait caused her brain to atrophy. I don't know. I have no clue. And then she's not going to let him go because I think she has this fear. Like you said, does she have a death wish? Maybe. Maybe this is it. She went back to Canada and Syria looked better to her than being alone again in Canada, which all of this could have been worked out in therapy, correct? Like, correct. That was when she was sitting in the villa, and I've always pondered, why was it too late at that point? I think it's important and would tell us a lot of info if we knew the answers to that. Exactly. Why was it too late? Why? Something happened, okay? Because the whole time she kept thinking she could get him away from Dee. Right up until she went to Cuba. I mean, she's maybe... Did they replace her? The two of them? Did they replace her? So that was like a double, you know what I mean? We don't want you. Like double rejection when Dee and him, they replaced her. Because she kept going on about that one woman. And they don't want her coming around anymore. She had every opportunity to bail, but she said it was too late. You're right. You're right, she did. I don't know, but something clicked, snapped, call it what you want. And she's been chasing ever since. I'm almost wondering if, okay, Leon, think about this. What if some of the rugs caused it? Yeah, I don't think it was about the money either. Maybe, but she could have figured out that Dee Dee would let him mess with her. Maybe that's when, maybe he didn't want to anymore. They found somebody else. Because remember, she kept talking about that one woman. I think she realized at that point she didn't have control over her anymore. Dee Dee did. Oh, you could be right. You could be right. There's a lot of things that have contributed to this. But I mean, can we please all admit at this point that her going to Syria is I've got nothing to lose and I don't care? Yes, we call it rugs. Okay. She treats people like property and emotions are out the window. But now she's like, she's acting desperate. She's in Syria. She ain't being a boss bitch. She can't. You can see it. She's nervously giggling. She's not even filming herself anymore. Like, okay, for today, which we will probably notice that her health is declining. So she's not, her eyes could be like yellowing or her skin could be like, you know what I'm saying? That woman, no matter where she's at, the camera's in her face. Yeah, she didn't even act like this when she split from BB. Nope. Air fryer, thank you for the super chat. Whiteboard fun, chop chop. You know, we're going to have to. We got to get a whiteboard. We got to keep, you know what? We're going to write down the crucial, and this is only about Foodie. Keep that in mind. Because if that other stuff is dark, I don't want it on my channel. Like, we're just going to keep an eye on Foodie. And yeah. Okay, so I'll get the calendar one where it's got the squares. How do we do this? How long will she be there? You think, wait, she's in Syria being a pick-me, begging for crumbs from a man who doesn't like her. It's almost like she has to prove to herself, okay, one of two things, or both, I don't know. She has to prove to herself that a man really wants her because she still can't get over the fact that all that chirping of love talk in her ear from the dishwasher, he who shall not be named, right? That still haunts her because she believed it, right? Could be that. Or, hold on. I have to think about what was the other one. Or she's proven it to the internet. Or she's just not going to let go because it'll be the snap heard around the world. That's it, Barbie. Right. The refusal to live without him. Because she cannot handle one more rejection. I don't know. Just because it pisses him off, Rita P. We just don't call him by his name. He doesn't exist. It's like Beetlejuice. Don't even. What did Truth Seeker say? She's trying to erase the rejection from N. Yes. Yes. We've been saying that from the jump. He was the rebound, and she won't let go. Tammy M, thank you for the super chat. Everybody's saying whiteboard. God damn, I can hang it right there. I can take that down. Whiteboard goes there. I might even get a pointer. You know, the little long tap tap. she has to have that physical prop to show the world she's loved. I think we're past that. I think we are into, I can't live without him, and I don't care if I die over there. This is a woman who said, no way, I'm going to Mexico. Remember her? She wasn't going to Mexico. None of y'all kiss her ass. Remember? And she was in Cuba, and she's like, I'm going to stay right inside the resort. I'm not going outside the resort. This is a whole different person. When she went back to Canada, and it's the same people, same thing, right? To her, this was like worse than a depression. I think she begged him to let her go there. I do. And I think he's petrified of the situation. Are we to the point of no return? I don't know, dude. But it don't feel good. It just don't feel good from here to here. It really don't. I just want her to, you know, if she's going to enjoy being there, God bless. She really believes that's her husband and her cat. And she even said, I'll fight a war for my family. I don't care. I really don't think she can be away from him. Can he? Absolutely. Can she? No. And you're right. I do think part of it is she got messed up. Well, he's definitely is. I think there's a plan. Well, hopefully the plan is to get the hell out of there. But she could have went over in Malaysia and set up camp. Why did we do all this? Why did we do all this? She could have got a short-term rental. You get 3 months. He could have joined her. I don't know why we're doing all this. Unless he can't leave. Unless he is literally stopped in his tracks from leaving anywhere. Like, this is the only place he can be. That is the only answer to this. Because this ain't right. None of this is right. It was very ominous. You think he's stuck, huh? But there is no, it's lawless right now. The only one that would stop him would be Malaysia. Do you think he's been applying for visas and he's been denied everywhere? I don't know. We're just like, everything just seems ominous. And it's more to do with her health. Because she's in a situation where she can't get bottles of water. She cannot get a CPAP if it breaks. That's why I'm like, why are you doing this, Foodie? Why are you doing this? You could have waited. You could have got healthy and while you waited. What's he going to leave you for? If he leaves you for someone else, then he never was yours. This is fucked up. Has she taken on his identity? Like, she just doesn't have an identity anymore? My God. I'm sitting here eating freaking Tic Tacs. Look at it. Got me stressed to the nines. Crime's just like, yep. Yeah, this was wild. She doesn't care about herself. That's all I'm getting out of this. Like, she just, like, to her, this is the end of the road. If she can't be with Julia and him, she just doesn't care to live anymore. That's the vibe I'm getting. Now she's in the find out of the fuck around. She's getting to eat uncured olives off the trees. I don't know. She has no idea who she is. I think that's been a long... She used to, though. She used to. The Syrian arc gives everyone anxiety. I don't think there's one channel, even her Beezers. I mean, Teardrop, can we not include Teardrop? But I don't think there's one channel that's not anxious. Milk Tea, I've never seen Milk Tea react that way. Pulpy, he's just, everybody's got this like ominous reaction. And maybe it is because we're ignorant. I don't know. I guess all we can do, I mean, for me, it's her health. And that this could be the final travel vlog because of her health. That's what it is for me. It's not the other dangers. It's literally her health. It's a very somber feeling, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to jaw jack too long. You guys will get bored with me. Hell, I get bored with me. But if she does go live later, I'm ready to be here and assess it. Like I said, we are literally on activation mode, just like we were with when she was chasing He Who Shall Not Be Named. So this is where we're at right now, because it really, I like having this space with you guys to, you know, spitball off each other. Oh, he's doing that thing again? Yikes. Yeah, and same with Cowboy Dog. She put some pretty good things out there on her live stream too. The reality. Cowboy Dog did the reality. Cowboy Dog was born in Istanbul, Turkey. And so she was putting out, you know, so there's that. You can watch that. But I'm going to let you go for now. I'm going to take... Hi, Cowboy Dog. You did a great live. I listened to it earlier. Yeah, you're a truth teller. I like that. You know, some people aren't going to like the truth, but whatever. You got to put it out there. And I'd rather it be from someone like you that knows what you're talking about. And same with Fat Cow. I guess she's from the Middle East too. So I do appreciate people that can actually, you know, I have no clue. I am absolutely mortified at just the way she's looking right now. I mean, she can't even lay down and get better because there's no air conditioning and power. Oh, we miss you too, Truth Seeker knows. All right, guys. Yeah, she does look terrible. All right, guys. If she goes live again later, I'll be back. I'll be back. My algorithm's going to be... I'll never... this actually hurts me, by the way. Doing 2-3 live streams a day, it actually hurts you. You have no idea. But I'm here for it. All right, guys. I might see you later, or I might not. All right. Love y'all. Bye. Thank you guys for everything.